G'day traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading, doing an update on Bitcoin and the crypto charts. Just looking at Bitcoin here, getting a basic idea. We've had a nice push up, got a little bit wide and loose here with big money taking out a lot of stop losses with these ones here and also coming back down, but then we've got a big push. We can kind of see that, trading was quite tight, which is exactly the way we want it. And when we, tighten up here, we break out, tighten up again, we break out. And now it looks like we're tightening up again. We've got pretty wide and loose sort of trading here, but we're tightening up quite nicely, which is good to see. I got an entry here at the start of this candle here, or actually as soon as this candle here turned green I got in, but I'm still kind of expecting, or was kind of expecting, that we might be coming back down to the 50 moving average just to test it one more time before we take off. But looking at this here, this top here would be a nice breakout here for all-time highs. If we were to break this here with nice, a good amount of volume here, that would be very good for an upward move. Just going through some of these, I just want to make this video reasonably quick. So I'll just go through some of these here just to see what sort of pattern we're kind of forming here. We've kind of gone up here and wide and loose sort of trading, but come back down to the 50, and we've got a downtrending line here. I just want to take note of these downtrending lines here as well, because we've got quite a few of them doing the same sort of thing. We've got touch, and a touch here, and we've got support at the 50. So, we're tightening up very, very nicely here, and you can see here that there's no volume here. So there's no one selling down at these lows here, and also we're tightening up very nicely here as well. A break above this trend line here, and I'll definitely be looking at buying, and a break above these highs, I'll be looking at buying again, depending on which one looks the best. Here we've got the same again, but we don't have support on the 50, this one here, so that to me is a negative. I'm going to take that one down further. I'll take that one further down the line. And we can see here, same again, we've got support at the 50, downtrending line. And same again. So it just kind of happens over and over again. You can see here that the market seems to be tightening up, but it's obeying this high here, but still we're under the 50 here, which isn't ideal. I'd much rather buy above the 50 than below the 50. So, like the ones that are above the 50, I do like them better. This one here has kind of come down and found support. We've got very, very tight trading here. Super tight. Moving on, downtrending line again. Yep, same. We've got, there's not really touches there. A lot of selling happened here. Wide and loose trading, massive, and then we come back down. Now we've got, not so much a touch there, but touch here and a touch here, and still kind of trending down. But not really finding support. That Bitcoin Satoshi vision was quite an ugly sort of a chart, really. Here we've got all-time highs here on previous all-time highs on sand. Break that, and then we'll come back down. We've got the same here. We've got a touch there, touch, and here we're looking for a break above this downtrending line here, and then a break above the 50 in this high here. So we can kind of see that there's a sort of a similar pattern happening with a lot of these charts here. Downtrending line, just for what, waiting for a break above that downtrending line. We do know that coming into the Bitcoin halving, so here we go, downtrending, and here we're touching it, but we're still below the 50. We do know that when it comes to Bitcoin halving, it's very sporadic and wide and loose trading, before and just after the halving. But we've had two massive big takeoffs after the halving, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that there. Here we're on Binance. So here we've got a breakout with Binance, and it's like I was expecting some pretty bad sort of stuff with Binance, but anyway, it's taken off, and I think they charged the previous CEO of Binance, and it seems to be back on its feet again. So, but we'll just have to wait and see. For me, when there's a breach in the security of a platform, I really don't like to be involved with it. But here we can see that we've got a solid amount of volume above the average volume. We're getting engulfing, closing above the two moving averages. All moving averages are moving up, which is good. And yeah, so I do like that. That's very good. Then we've got indecision there, sort of thing, or not so much indecision, just kind of seeing who's really involved, and then we take off, and we're kind of moving up nicely, which is good. Moving on, downtrending line, same again. Look at that. We've got three touches, 1, 2, 3, but we've got this here wouldn't surprise me if it's going to turn around and head up. Stochastics are oversold. We've got some good things happening down here, but these seem to be looking like they want to turn up, those moving averages there. Doge, I have so I've got a position in a few of these different ones here. Doge is one of them. Downtrending line here, waiting for a break above to add to that position. Algo, let's have a look at that one. This one here, downtrending nicely, just waiting for some sort of a break above. ADA, I do like ADA. ADA hasn't really done much, but like we're looking at a downtrending line there. I was kind of looking at a break below here, but we seem to be finding support on this one here. Oversold again, looking for a break of this downtrending line. I do hold a fair amount of ADA, and I do want to buy more ADA. So when it breaks this downtrending line here confidently, like I want to be involved more. Crypto.com. Crypto.com. So here we go. We've got a downtrending line, and we're going to break above that downtrending line there. I've actually bought into Crypto.com again just recently, so bounce on the 50 here. So here we are climbing the 50. We've tried to break above and then came back down, and so we'll just have to wait and see what goes on with that one there. Nice big push up. Look at that, nice big push up, and we've got wide and loose trading and coming back down. So we're downtrending line. So touch, and a touch. It just seems to be a lot of them are doing the same sort of a setup. This one here, even though we've got like this here is really nice. Like that's a perfect sort of reversal there. I do like this, kind of train tracks here. We've got exuberance at the top, massive big sell off, and then we've got big sell off there. I would have been going short at this one here, for the ride back down to the 50. But looking at this here, it's gone up. It's broken this downtrending line. We've got an engulfing above. I just moved that. Let's take that back actually. 1 second. So we're coming out of oversold almost. Bit of a nice pop above the average volume there, which is nice, engulfing above all the moving averages. I do like that sort of stuff. V-chain had a nice pop today, but look at that, it's come back down. Let's have a look. Yep, downtrending line, touch, not quite a touch. Let's just have a look, see if we can bring that in a little bit closer and see what happens. Yeah, so we kind of touch there, touching there, and we kind of got a breakthrough here, like an engulfing above moving averages again. A little bit indecisive here. Just have to wait and see what happens. You can see that there's a lot of these that have the same kind of a setup. We've got a downtrending line, it just seems to be setting up that, it's wide and loose, and now we're contracting. Once we see a break above these trend lines here, after this contraction, that's the sort of thing that I'm after for an entry. Touch again, and here we're below the major moving averages. I want to see some sort of a break above these moving averages, and be getting involved then. Nvidia, I got into this Nvidia last night. I got in late too, which I was a little bit disappointed about. But I did like this here. I'll just open this up a little bit more so we can kind of see what happened. So here's the bottom of the box and the base, and so here we undercut the lows of the base here. So we took out all the stop losses that were down below here, which is really good. And then we had an inside bar, which was really good too. Stochastics came out oversold. So I was looking at buying the open of this candle here last night, but I actually got in a little bit late. So but I've had to have wider stops, but it is what it is. I just got in there anyway, and just we'll wait and see what happens. But I do like the action on that. I'll just give it to some of these drawings here so we can kind of see what happens. Or see if it looks a little bit better. We've kind of gone up nicely, came back and found support on the 21, gone up on the 21 almost, and then we've broken through the 21. But we had two engulfing patterns that kind of told us this one here, that's kind of a dead giveaway. That's like a change of character, that one there. We got a second engulfing and then a close below the 9. So that to me is saying that it's time to reduce your position for sure. Here we got an engulfing closing below 2, trying to reduce your position. But then if we have a look at the box here, we've traded below the box, taking out all the stop losses at the low of the box, which is very positive. Found support at the 50, stochastics oversold, Harami inside candle. But also on top of that, another thing we need to consider as well is that when this one finished, so this opened here, traded all the way down, taking out all the stop losses, come back and closed here. So there was buying presence happened towards the end of this candle, and then on top of that, it gapped down the very next day, barely traded lower at all, and then traded through the close of this candle here, and then we ended up back there, somewhere near the highs. And so this is an inside bar here, all buying pressure, and then we've gapped up and opened here, and then traded through. So I got in there late, but anyway, I managed to get in. So I'm just going to hold my position. I'm going to sell a quarter of my position when it reaches near these highs here, just to cover my stop loss, and I'll probably move our stops up at that stage there, and just hold it and see what happens. And so that was that. I'll just put these drawings back on so you can kind of see what's going on. Like what I've done there. Yep, and here I like this. It gapped down and traded up almost instantly. The Harami entry, this looks like support from the bottom of the base, and here, this one here, I'll put this on there the previous night, or 2 nights ago. Some buying after taking out all the stops below the box at the base. One other thing I do want to show you, I wonder if I can actually do this and bring this over. Let's have a look and see if I can. So Robert Kiyosaki, I'm a big fan of Robert Kiyosaki. Also, there's a few other hedge fund managers that I watch as well. Crypto Potato, I don't even go on there. I just kind of Google this to see. Like, I don't even know what Crypto Potato is, but I don't really care either. It's not something that I go into usually. But Robert Kiyosaki sees Bitcoin at 2.3 million by 2030, I believe it was. And also Kathy Wood, I couldn't actually find her. I tried to forward it to my email, but it hasn't turned up yet. But I wanted to show you that. But Kathy Wood, her prediction with Bitcoin is that by 2030, she predicts that Bitcoin, if all the hedge fund managers have bought 5% worth of their holdings, portfolios in Bitcoin by the year 2030, we could see Bitcoin at $3.8 million. So that, in Aussie dollars should be around about $5 million, somewhere around there for one Bitcoin. So when the ships rise, all other, when the tide comes in, all ships rise. That's what I wanted to say. But so here, Kathy Wood's prediction at, I know that it doesn't really say it on here, but her prediction for the New York conference, crypto conference, was $3.8 million by 2030 in US dollars. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But Robert Kiyosaki is seeing Bitcoin at $2.3 million. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, traders, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this video finds you well. And if you have any questions with your trading, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help. Talk to you again soon. See ya.